Good afternoon.
Firstly, I would like to say you happy World Teachers
Same to you,
Day.
Bacha. Thank you so much for wishing me. Yes.
Thank you for this special.
Yes, why we are celebrating?
Thank you.
We see the quotation. The root of education are bitter, but the fruit are sweet. What do you understand from this thought? The root of education is bitter, but the fruit are sweet. We always say the path is difficult, but the ending point is very beautiful. The path may be a difficult, but when we reach at that point, it's a very beautiful thing. We get a happiness. What do you mean by this? See, the bitter. If you see a Karela, it's in a bitter form. Karela is in a bitter form. We don't like to eat a Karela. Yes, some of you have shared me the thought that don't compare your life with the other because that's a different. It's a different things, and we are living in the different things. It's very wonderful that you share the thought. It's very appreciable. Yes, it's very like you have done some initiative, you have taken some initiative work that you have bring some thought. So what I'm telling, the karela is maybe in a bitter form, but when we cook that thing, after cooking, when we taste the karela, it's in a very sweet form. We love the taste of karela when we eat after cooking, but when you eat in a raw one, you feel it's a very bitter one. Like that, the same thing the education do. Education is a bitter, but the end result is a very sweet, and it's a very sweet form. You will eat that thing and you get a pleasure, you get the happiness. When you're learning something now, maybe in a first attempt, you won't learn that thing. Even I'm learning in the technology form. If we take Zoom classes, even I'm not aware to take how to take a Zoom classes. I have learned first time I didn't learn that thing. I failed myself. I don't know. I asked my colleagues, I asked other teachers. It's not happening. I didn't understand that thing. So I have tried so many times. I have tried so many times. After that, I learned and I am taking that class. When first I take my class, at that moment the sound is coming, the some sound is coming outside. I don't know how to control that thing. I am not aware of that thing. So I've got so many complaints that ma'am, your lots of disturbance are coming, a network issue are coming. So I was not aware of how to handle all these things. I learned that things that is in a very bitter form. I'm unhappy that moment. I failed myself. When I learned that thing now, my end result is very nice. It's a very good. When I learn the Zoom, how to take a class on Zoom, and I'm able to take the class on Zoom. So it's a thing when you're learning something, maybe it's hurt you. You sometimes you feel that I'm not understanding. I may leave all these things. It's not my cup of tea. We are telling her it's not cup of your tea. So that means it's not in your goal. You can't learn all these things. No, you should try all these things to learn. End result, whatever the end result you get, that benefit for you only. The education did the same thing. Okay, let's move to the chapter. We are doing the balance of trade. So what do you mean by balance of trade? Balance of balance of trade means how you're balancing, how the economic balancing, and how these balance relate to the geographical area, in the geography point of view. See, when the in the geography, when the land gets affected, when the soil gets affected, the balance of trade get imbalanced. How? How geography affect the balance of trade. Suppose in Maharashtra, Nagpur orange is very famous in the Nagpur, or apples or something is very famous. Due to some reason, the heavy rain was there, and the soil gets all the land gets spoiled. Soil gets spoiled, and the oranges, whatever they uh, use crop that harvest that thing, it also gets spoiled. So what happens? They are not able to export that thing to the other state. So that affect the economic. That affect the economic. So we have to manage. We have to keep in a very balanced form. If you see in the picture, we are balancing the seesaw. How you are balancing. One is going down, one is going up. When that person is going down and other person is going up. So how you're balancing? With the two, you're balancing the seesaw. So like that, government also balancing the thing, balancing the economic of the country. So export and import, what we have to balance? We have to balance the export and import. When the export is more and the import is less, that also affect the economic. And when the import is more and export is less, that's also affect the economic. If you see the imbalance of the export and import, that affect the economic. Unfavorable balance of trade. So export and import are, if if suppose we have taken the Maharashtra and the Gujarat for export and import, Maharashtra is always exporting the thing and the Gujarat state always taking the thing, import. The Gujarat state always taking from the Maharashtra and Maharashtra always giving to the Gujarat state. So what happens? The Gujarat income go less. The Gujarat state income go less, and the what happened to the Maharashtra? Whatever they are producing, it lesser for that Maharashtra state only. The Maharashtra state people won't find all these things. Whatever they are producing, they are always exporting to the Gujarat state. So Gujarat people getting the thing, Gujarat people getting the product, but the income of their state has day by day it reducing. Day by day it get decrease, and the Maharashtra state export, the income day by day is increasing. But the production, whatever the items they are producing, the Maharashtra people not able to take all these things. The Maharashtra people are not getting the item. So there is an imbalance. There is an imbalance among the state also. So we have international ITO, International Trade Organization. The headquarters is Asian. The head office of the World Trade, WTO. As you can see, there is some organization. Okay, there is some organization, and whatever the aim or the function of organization. So we can see the center. Switzerland, headquarters is Switzerland, World Trade Organization. So what are the functions of World Trade Organization? To provide the platform for the negotiation in the international trade. International means country to country. Negotiation, that once one country, Australia, is telling them you have to pay 1 crore rupees, but India doesn't have 1 crore rupee, and whatever the production, whatever the item, whatever the goods they are USA, Australia is giving to the India country, that's not worth for 1 crore rupees. That not cost for 1 crore rupee. It's cost for 50, maybe 50 lakh or 80 lakhs or the 80 lakhs, something like that. So negotiation, the World Trade Organization help to negotiate the things and fix the rate. handle the different related trade? The World Trade Organization handle the different kind of trade. Not only one kind of trade, but the different kind of trade. Monitoring the trade policy of the member state. In World Trade Organization, we have members. Each and every country have the member. Not every country is depend on the countries, whether they want to member of World Trade Organization, whether they want proper channel, or they want to trade separately without the help of World Trade Organization. Okay, means in your school you want teacher to teach you, or you want, or you pass the exam without teacher, is depend on you how you're passing the exam. So even in World Trade Organization we have the members, so they manage the members and they make the policies for the trade and provide the technical assistance and the training for the developing country. Developing country. USA is a developed country. Okay. India is a developing country, means we are learning the thing. So they provide the technical assistance. Means if in laptop, if the Wi-Fi is not working, what will you do? You ask the technical person, you call the technician and you tell my Wi-Fi is not working, please come and check it. So the technical person is coming and checking your Wi-Fi. Like that, World Trade Organization also provide the technical assistance for the developing country, not for the developed country, but for the developing country. So we will see European Unite. Next thing is European Unite. Monitoring the trade policy means in your class we have monitor. When your teacher leave that thing, when the teacher leave the class and meet to the principal, in Maushi come and she asked that principal want to meet you to the teacher. What teacher did? Teacher asked one of you and then monitor the class. Means see the class, whether the class is making noise or not, and whoever making the noise, write their name on the blackboard and tell to me. So World Trade Organization do the same thing. They monitor the policy, whatever the policy they have made. We have so many policy like National Education Policy, NPE 2020. In 2020, they are monitoring, government hire the person who are monitoring their NPE, whether the NPE 2020 implemented in each and every school. So World Trade Organization hire the people and see that policy is properly followed by the country or not. Yes, EU, sorry. Now we will see EU, European Unite. So what EU did? Establish the integrated market among the members of the national member among the national in Europe. What they are doing? They are among the national members, means they are organization market. They are placing the market for the members. Like in Badlapur, we don't have shops, but what we did, we made the shops so that people earn the thing. So even EU making the market. Who are the members in the European? That is asking and collaborating with each other and telling to talk to them and take the help and help them. Free flow from the goods and the capital in the why they are making the market that in the Europe they can freely market the goods and the services to each other without any problem. So in the third point, they are canceling the prices, means whatever the extra prices the people are paying, they're canceling that thing on the goods and services. And what they do, they use the common currency. What they did, they use the common currency for everyone for the marketing. Now we will see the Organization of the Petroleum Export Countries. That's in the Australia. Yes, controlling the international trade for the crude oil. Means that agency is controlling that whether the properly they are exporting and importing the oil, crude oil from the each and every country, and whether they are facing the problem, they are going and solving that problem. And controlling the crude oil production among the member state rates. They are seeing the what rate they are keeping, whether they are taking the whether they are charging the 1,000 rupees or the 2,000 rupees, and their production among the member state. Whatever the whoever the state or the country are the member, they are seeing and managing what the price they are keeping, how much price they are keeping among themselves. And next, maintaining the export means they are maintaining the thing, whatever the things they are exporting, they are keeping the track and they are seeing whether they are the sufficient form or not, and how much price they are charging for that goods. South Asian Association for the Religion Cooperation. It's in the Nepal. See the logo also. See, in logo also there's a meaning. They can't keep the logo like that only. Okay, I love A, keep A as a logo. No, they discuss among themselves what logo we will keep, and they tell what's the meaning of that logo. If you see World Trade Organization, even Amazon, they have something behind the story. They have story among that logo and why they keep the particular logo also. What the logo representing. Okay. Next is SAR. What SAR is doing, the finding the satisfactory solution for the common problem faced by the country in the South Asia. Under this South Asian Association region, whatever the state and the country are, they are finding the solution among them. Whatever the problem they are facing, they are finding the solution for that problem. Increasing the social welfare, raising the living of standard, and increasing the what they are doing, they are making the healthy relationship. Okay, they are making the healthy relationship. With that healthy relationship, so that the people standards should also increase and the bond will increase, and they are thinking about the welfare of the people, whether the common people won't face any problem, and that benefit for the common people also. To remove the arrest of the South Africa, means who are thinking that they get arrest in the South Africa, that thing removed from the South Asian. Next is association of the Southeastern and the Asian nation. So it's in the Indonesia. So what they're expanding the social and the cultural harmony among the economic growth of Southeastern Asian. So what Asia? So what they are doing? They're expanding what the SAR is doing. They are doing the similar thing. They're expanding the social and the cultural harmony, how to live. They are understanding the other culture. They are respecting that culture. They are celebrating the culture together. That make a healthy bond, and with this they are growing the economy. They are growing the Southeastern Asia economic. How with this help of they are growing the economic of the South Asian. Promoting the religion pace. They are promoting that means they are respecting each and every single religion. Whether you are Hindu, they are respecting you. They are giving you the temple to pray. They are allowed to function in the temple. Everything religious place. So what they are doing, the promotion of the tax wise members. So what they did, they keep us different kind of tax on the other country. Suppose India is paying 100 rupees for the tax and the China is paying 200 rupees as a tax. Why? What was the reason? They are giving the reason also why they are taking 100 rupees to India and why they are taking 200 rupees from Japan. Each and everything they are clarifying that thing. Next thing, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. It's in the Singapore. Free trade and the economic cooperation in the Asian Pacific Ocean region means whatever the trading between through the ocean, we have ships. So they are trading through the ship in the Asian and Pacific Ocean. So in the ocean, people won't find any difficulty. They are seeing all these things and they are promoting. And what they're promoting the religion and the technical cooperation among the members. Among the members, what they are doing, they are seeing whether the relationship bond is healthy or not. If this bond is not healthy, then what work, how they improve the bond among the people. Next is Brazil, Russia, India, China. Yes, it's in the China. They are making the funds available. What the function is doing? They are making the fund available to the country. If India want the fund to import something, India don't have currency. India is lagging behind, and the Indian economy is decreasing day by day. So they can take the fund from this organization. Every month or every year, each and every country keep some amount of money in that bank, in that place, and whenever which country is required, they can use that money. Okay. Enhancing the mutual economic cooperation. Mutual economic cooperation means, okay, Indian economy is increasing and Australian economics is decreasing day by day. So mutually they can understand and they can help each other. In last point, they are seeing the economy, how to secure the economic with the law and how to strengthen the economy. So these are the functions that play by these organizations. Mainly the focus of these organization is all about how to improve the economic, making the healthy bond among the country, respecting the other religion and technical if the developing countries are there, so how they can help them, and making the fund available, how they make the fund available, what they are doing actually. Mutual fund, if you see, or policy bazaar, health policy, we are taking in on the TV. Okay, advertisement is coming that policy bazaar or mutual fund health policy you can take per month 100 rupees policy 1000. Not 100 crore policy, 1 crore policy you can take easily, and every month you have to pay 500 rupees. Some 500 rupees you have to pay every month. So like that fund also collected. Every month they have some certain amount which deposit in the fund, and these fund used by the members only. If the Australia needed the money, so they can use that fund. And when the Australia economy gets stabilized, they have to return that fund to the organization. Now we will see what is marketing and what is e-marketing. Can anyone tell me what is marketing? Yes.
Yes, teacher, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Tell me what is
Teacher,
marketing.
marketing means the activity of showing and advertising a company's product in the best possible way.
Very good. Going in the market and selling by the market people, that is marketing. But we have to see how these goods are prepared, whatever the things are required for this marketing. So marketing, we have two types. That is, one is marketing and another one is e-marketing. We will see both the things, what is e-marketing and marketing. First, we have to see what is marketing. So in the marketing, what things we have to require? Production and services, prices, promotion, distribution, research. So we have research. What is research? So if I want to produce, if I'm producing a handcraft work, okay, handmade things I'm producing. Okay, I have made the handmade thing. How I will market? I have fixed my price. First thing I have produced, what produce I have made the handmade thing or handicraft thing. I have fixed the price. I have to take 100 rupees per piece. 100 rupees per piece I have sought. How I will do the promotion? If you see the new branches are opening in the Badlapur, what they are doing? They are giving the pamphlet. What they are doing? They are giving the pamphlet that please visit our shop, and these things are we are selling in the shop. These are the items that we are producing in the shop, and these are the items we are selling in the to the consumer or to the customer. That is promotion and distribution, that we are giving the pamphlet to the every person, every random person. I'm standing on one point. I've standed on one place, and what I'm doing, I'm telling to the person, whoever the person is crossing near me, and I'm giving the pamphlet to that person. I'm telling, please visit our shop, please visit our shop. That is distribution. Research. See, for the marketing purpose, research is very important for any marketing purpose. See, if the industries are set up, how they are setting up the industry. If you see the industries are set up, gas industries are set up in the Badlapur. These industries are set up. So why they are setting up the industry? How they are setting up the industry? What research they have did before setting up the industry? First, they see the road transportation. First, they have seen the land, whether the land is sufficient for the factory, for the industry or not. First, they have seen the land. Okay, they finalize the land. Second thing, they have seen the transportation. They have seen the communication, whether the transportation is nearby the factory or not, whether the roads are near the factory or not, road or not. If the factory is near to the road, they can easily produce and sell in the market. So they have seen the transportation. And next thing, they have seen whether in that area how many people are living, and whether the land get affected to the peoples or not, whether the near the factory there is a water supply or not, proper water supply or not. All these factors are done by the researcher before set up the factory or the industry. That's called marketing. How we are doing the marketing for the business, whatever things we are required, whether we are doing the research for marketing or not, or randomly we are starting the business. These are the type of digital marketing. In the digital marketing, we are seeing online marketing through the Facebook, through the mail also. The mail has sent by you that okay, your order is confirmed, that can you buy the car? If you want to buy a car, this much is price. So email are coming on Facebook, social media, the clothes are sending. So in the digital marketing, the price is different and the quality is different, and one should know how to upload the things on the internet, like Amazon, Flipkart. All these things are the e-marketing. In that you can see the different kind of product on one place. In Amazon, what you are doing, you are seeing the cloth as well, you're seeing the electronic item in on the same place, and the grocery item on the same place. But when you went outside and you see, you have to go in a different place. First of all, you have to go near the station for the vegetable, and then you will move to the other place to see the electronic. And then for the clothing also, you have to move the CST, or the other you have to move to the Kalyan to find a cloth, good quality of cloth. So in marketing, you have to go the different places, but in on the e-marketing, at on one platform you are getting each and everything at the same time. If you want to buy the electronic item, go and search on the electronic page, you will get the all the electronic item. If you want to find, if you order the grocery item, go on the grocery section, order that thing. If you buy the clothes, go on the clothes section and buy it. So we have a different part in different pages, and that pages you can pick up your point. Yes, so we have seen the type of digital marketing. Let's see the difference between the type and the digital. Both are the correct. Traditional marketing means from the Vedic time or the history time, whatever the tradition or follow, that is a traditional market. Physically, you have to present, you're seeing the things and you're touching the thing, that thing. So we see traditional media like the how in the traditional, yes, door to door ad. So in the traditional market, what we are using, the newspaper, magazine, billboard, all these things you are using in the traditional marketing. In the digital marketing, what we are using, email, social media, website, all these things we are using for the digital marketing. So traditional marketing, no direct interaction with the consumer. We can't directly interact with the consumer until and unless that consumer come to our place or visit to our shop. But in the digital marketing, it is easy to communicate with the consumer. If you go and search something, after a day or after a week, you get a call that sir or ma'am, you want to take this thing because that thing you are being seeing for a long time, and if you want, we can tell you the prices. That is a price. We are giving the discount. So that's the thing, you can easily communicate the things. You don't have to go anywhere for communicating the people, but in the traditional way, you have to go, and face to face conversation is very important. Next, difficult to measure the market effect means it's a very difficult to know whether that market is actually affecting the consumer or not. But in the digital market, it is very easy to measure all the things, because in the digital we are keeping the record. Okay, these product is by the 70% of the people. clothes are by the 70% of the consumer or the 90% of the people. But in the traditional market, we can keep the record that how many person have buy these kind of things or buy the foods or the grocery item. You can track the single phase. Yes, more impactful the target potential consumer, more impactful, and the target population is get consumed. More permanent, less permanent. That in the traditional marketing, the shop will remain at that place only. But in the digital market, maybe the shop will remove from the internet on the social media, so you can't contact that person. Okay, but in the traditional market, the place like your house and the building, once they build, they're stable. They're not moving from one place to the other place. But in the digital market, some of the website get closed after a week, after a year, when they are not, when the consumer not demanding from that website, though that website will close after a year. Provide the consumer with the physical phenomena material. Phenomena is situation, particular situation. In the traditional, the people are physically present and they are facing the situation. They are handling the situation present in the situation. But in the traditional, you can't present in the physical way. You can see the situation. Often expensive, like in the traditional market, some of the products are very expensive, but in the digital marketing, the same product is but the same product you get in the less price. If you want to take a fridge, okay, if you went to the outside traditional marketing, the fridge cost is 25,000 plus servicing plus delivering the product, so approximately is taking a 27,000. 2,000 is including tax, not tax, service as well as the transportation cost. But in the digital market, if you buy the fridge, okay, first of all, the fridge price is on the, we can take Amazon, 23,000 or 20,000. The same product, the LG product, the same LG fridge or traditional market, in the traditionally it's taking a 25,000, but on the digital form, on the digital platform, the same fridge, LG fridge, is offering 21,000 without any service, without any transportation cost, and they are giving the free service. That is the difference between. See, even both the marketing have some merits as well as demerits. You can compare. At some extent, digital market is important. At some extent, traditional market is important. So again, we can see the limited audience. In the traditional limited audience, only Badlapur people can know all these things. Okay, if the market is famous, if the some shop is, if some restaurant is famous, only Badlapur people know that shop. Ambanath people or the Kalyan people doesn't know about that shop. So it's a very limited kind of person, limited. But if that thing is online, so even Ambanath people also know that thing, Kalyan people also know that thing, and Badlapur people also know that product. Okay, can promote internationally. You can promote the goods and products internationally also. For the, if you uploaded some item, if that item loved by someone, so you can send that item internationally also. You can promote your item internationally. But in a traditional way, it's a very in a limited access. You have a very limited access. It's a cost effective. The cost also affect for the globalization, and in the traditional, it's a very high cost. and even the time consuming is take the time as well. Immediately communication in the digital marketing and in the traditional marketing, the communication get delayed. Okay, in the digital marketing, the service is 24/7 hour services, but in the traditional marketing, the service is in the limited time, only for 8 hours or for the 9 hours, the services in the limited form. High conversion rate, low conservation rate. High production, high low production rates are there. Yes.